My name's Matt Lansing, and this is my TripleTen story. In 2013, I got a degree from University of Central Florida in sports and exercise science with a focus on human performance. From there, I got my first job at a home services pest control company, became a teacher for a short while, and then after that, entered into drywall sales and repair. And then finally, before I started with TripleTen, I was working for a healthcare compliance company doing various code inspections in hospitals across the state. I was married 2 years ago, and since then, I've been looking for opportunities to do better things for myself, for my wife, give us opportunities for our future family. In fact, I had a deeper hope and dream that eventually I'd be able to earn enough money that my wife can make the decision to work or not work. We have dreams of moving across the country back to Mississippi, where she's from, and that having a remote job, well-paying remote job at that, is going to facilitate the opportunities we're looking for. The event that kind of solidified it is I realized that in order to achieve our goals, it was going to take me many more years to get to the financial goals that I was looking for myself, my wife, and our future family. The best way and the fastest way was going to be landing a tech job. And that's what led me to research the fastest and easiest ways into tech. And that's where I landed. I spoke with a rep from TripleTen about what their offerings were, which thing had the greatest long-term potential, what could I start doing the fastest, and together we landed with the quality assurance engineering route. We did a little quiz to see which avenue that TripleTen offers was going to be best suited for me. And given my job in facility compliance, where we're looking for issues at the macro level, we landed on quality assurance, which is looking for problems in the software realm. I was at a point where I was ready to make the move, and I felt that if I hesitated, I wouldn't take the leap. So when I got the information I needed from TripleTen and vetted them, I went ahead and went with them because they had been supporting my journey before I'd even signed on any line. My time with TripleTen was pretty great. It had its ups and downs, as all things do. Everything's set out in sprints so that I knew that if I needed to, I could take a break. I knew that I had 2, 3 weeks, 6 weeks at certain times to complete all the learning modules and then move on to the projects. And the building blocks that we learned in the earlier sprints were evident throughout the entire projects and throughout the entire program. I got a degree in sports and exercise science, which I don't think for me could be any further from the tech realm. Knowing that the support that was offered through those things was really beneficial. When you don't have any experience in coding and you can go search up a resource that teaches you a little bit more about coding, about the languages, and walks you step by step on how to get a little bit more proficient at those things. It offers a lot of value for someone who isn't the most techy. Probably my favorite memory from interacting with one of the tutors and co-learning members is I saw a notification and I just kind of clicked on something, realized I wasn't where I needed to be, and I quickly exited it out. The tutor that was working at the time messaged me in a private chat and said, "Hey, like, are you okay? Is there something wrong? Do you need help?" And I said, "Actually, let me just hop back on the call with you." And I showed them the problems that I was having with a project at the time. And they were kind enough to say, "All right, share your screen with me. Let's look into this." And we were able to figure out that there were some issues that I was having that I probably shouldn't have been having. So they helped me to rework the project I was working on so that it would absolutely pass and, helped me get to the solutions that I needed. I was holding down a at least 40-hour a week job where that only left me the time in the evenings and on weekends. Luckily, the flexibility with my student success manager, they were able to give me extensions as needed. Additionally, I was in the first year of my marriage when I started it, and first year of home ownership. And so being able to work through a program at your own pace was very valuable, as I had a lot going on. I credit TripleTen a lot for hooking me up with my career coach, Diana. We did mock interviews, we tailored resumes, we looked at LinkedIn profiles just to shore up everything that someone doesn't think about in the job hunt. I started my career acceleration in mid January, began the job search in February, and I was actually fortunate enough to land my job and started on April 21st. So all in all, I think career acceleration took me about 3 months. I landed a job as a customer success specialist with a company called Graytech. They are an Autodesk reseller, and we have IP that allows us to enhance the Autodesk experience for our customers. I made a decision. I made a decision that to me felt like a risk. At 34 years old, deciding that I was going to get a new job certificate and learn a new skill that all of my previous experience doesn't necessarily equate to, that was scary at times. When the course got rough, I just knew that where where it was going to lead me was worth the hardship. And so when people ask, why'd you do that? All I can really say is that I could achieve the things that I was hoping to sooner rather than later. And going back, knowing everything I know now, I wouldn't do anything different.